Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. We're going to start the reassembly of the TS250, or at least get the cases put together. And I don't know how much further we'll get on the clutch side or the mag side, but at least we'll get the cases back together. And we're going to verify that it's got all the gears before we start. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the new overhead camera angle. So let me know what you think, and let's get on with it. All right guys, I've just verified this. I've just run it through its gears, so everything shifts as it should. And I'm just going to put a little lubricant in here in places that it needs to be. Get our rod up here to the top. Get our gasket in here. It is all looking good. I've got the seal in here, and remember how you're sealing this area here, so it goes in looking backwards, but it's right. All the surfaces are clean. We've got 2 dowel pins, and we're in, it's probably, yeah, that should be, yeah, that's neutral. Okay. So this is the point of no return here, guys. Get a little oil on this. All right, there we go. Let's see if everything seats for us. I don't think I got any on the crankshaft. All right, I think we got it all now. All right, looks like we're closed up. Looks right. Start putting in some screws. Everything sounds right. Everything's loose. All right. This is the trial and error unless I want to look it up. I may have to. This one here looks like it could be a problem. You know, I'm going to set this down like this because there's a hole. I'll show you when I get done here. That's the right one. I'm going to get that one in started because let me show you why. Okay, I think you can see it there. If you look right in here, this goes into the case, into the inside between these, and there's a screw right there. So if you screw up, so to speak, that thing's going to fall inside. You're going to have to take it back apart. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, let me get these screws in. Okay, screws are all in, they're all tight. And I've got the drain plug in, I'm going to put the detent in. I'm going to check first to see right there it is. Okay. We've got a couple brackets here that's got to go in. Goes under that so it doesn't go down into the case. I don't know about you guys, but I'm liking this camera where it is. I'm liking the fact that the tripod's not in my way. That's what I really like. I think I lost a screw. One of them is longer than the other. I need to make sure which ones I have here. Yeah, those are all the right length. There's one that's longer, and that's the one that must have fell out of my napkin over here. All right, located that. You want to make sure that this, you see the little hole here? It goes right here so that the oil can get into this bearing. So you want to make sure that that is not plugged, and neither is any of this little trail here. And you've got one standard screw that goes in the front, then you've got two recessed ones. Got the wind howling tonight. Been howling all day. And we got a key. tag goes into the keyhole. I'm not going to put that tight yet because I'm not sure about getting the clutch on here yet. Okay, we need to get our shaft in. Get a little lubricant on it. Should be right. And let's see, get our tack drive in. And get a little, this is the tack drive and the oil pump drive. And I'm not sure whether that goes first or this, so we'll experiment with it and we'll find out and then you'll know. And we've got a new O-ring on there. And you got to line up your hole here for the there. There's a hole in this right there that's got to go through this window, and that's where your dog point screw goes. There's the dog point screw. And there's a washer that goes on the top of this, right there. And our Kickstarter. A little lube on it and the washer. Yep, operating like it's supposed to. And let's see, we've got our idler gear. A little lubricant on it. And a washer. A snap ring. Oops, may have to get a different, yep. And get a little different snap ring pliers to get in there. It's close. There you go. All right, we've got the kick in, we've got the kick, this is spring loaded, that's why it's popping up there. We've got all the tack drive, the oil pump drive, both pieces, the idler, and snap rings on it. And we've got a washer, and put a little oil on that too. And a little oil on the shaft here. And in the clutch. And if you've got this washer, make sure it's in there because that's what's going to line up all this stuff. Okay, lined up with the crankshaft. All looks good, and the kick gears all look good. Okay, then you've got a washer. Goes between it and the hub here. And a lock washer and a nut. And we've got our kick. Let's see, is that right? I better look on that. I think we can go ahead and tighten this stuff up though. And we're going to put our 1-cent tool in here. Oops, we're going to have to get the clutch in first before we do that one. And I've got to put this in the other side for tightening this piece. Okay, get our tool out of there. I don't think I'm going to get this in there. This is a universal clutch holder. I think I'm going to have to charge my battery here. Let me do that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this hub up. And we'll get this get the safety washer bin over there. And this one up front too. Okay. Now there's one thing I wanted to show you on the, I'd forgot about it on the Kickstarter. There's a couple marks on here that you need to line up. I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to see them or not, but I'm going to attempt to show them to you. You have to do this in order to get your preload of your spring right. And right here is a punch mark. And then let's see, where is it? And right here on this piece, we've got a punch mark right here. Those two need to be lined up. So that gives you the proper preload on your punch mark right here and punch mark right here. So that gives you the proper preload on your Kickstarter spring. So now we can stick this back in here. Line the washers up. Okay. At least we didn't have to tear it apart. Big time anyway. And that gives you the proper amount of preload for your spring. Nope. Right there. Okay, so we got our washer and the collar and the spring and the bottom retainer. Everything's there and our washer's still here. Okay, so I think we're down to loading the clutch packs. And again, the Tupperware comes through, good storage place for it, and keeps them safe and soaked. You can use the one that your wife has in the house. I don't think she'll mind. Okay, and then I've got the steels here in the bag. If you run your finger across these steel ones, you can feel a sharp edge and a rounded edge. You can do it either way from what I understand. You just want to be consistent with it. The way I like to do it is I like the round edge up. That way the spring on the where is it? Your springs that go here, they will let that go back. If you put the sharp edge up, it's a possibility that it could catch a little bit, and you've got more pressure that you can pull on your clutch handle than these springs can probably do. So that's what I do. I don't think there's a for sure method or anything, but that's what I like to do. And you start with a steel. And then it's just every other one. Okay, we've got the last one in. And we want to get our cover in. And our springs. Okay, don't do what I do. Make sure you put this in first. That's your pusher for your clutch. Let me get a little grease or a little oil on it. Now we can put it on. All right, got them all down. Now we're going to just snug them up. And again, we can use our little tool, the 1 cent tool. And these are going into aluminum, so they don't have to be real tight. Okay. All right, I think we're going to stop here, and this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to stop here, cover it up, and finish the rest of it. And I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in one more video, or it's going to take two, but it's going long now, so I think we're going to call it quits right now. Guys, I think that's going to be it for this one. I just laid the cover on it up here just so we keep the dust out. But I've got to put a new seal in here yet, so I've got a little work to do before we can put it back up, put it together. So thanks for going along on the ride. See you next video.